Young Disabled People's Project at Disability Equality North West. Disability Equality North West is a disabled people's organisation based in Preston, which provides information, advice and advocacy.
So we've got lots of different services, but I think crucially who we are is very much a community centre for disabled people. And we're about really trying to provide the kinds of services that disabled people want us to provide in the way that they want them provided, but very much around peer support.
Campaigning for meeting disabled people, getting together and organising.
In early 2010, Disability Equality North West appointed 5 young disabled adults as sessional workers to develop the organisation's work with young disabled people. Mel and staff at Disability Equality North West made contacting young disabled people in special schools a priority when establishing the project.
One of the things I said when I went into one of the schools was to build the aspirations of the young people, particularly so that they know and understand what the social model is. You know, if there was no other outcome from this project other than 30 young disabled people realise the barrier's not with them, it's with society, then I would say that's a fantastic outcome.
The group of 5 have been supported by staff at Disability Equality North West to create an information pack and to develop presentations on their own life experiences, leadership, transition and independent living. The group have also been supported to work with young disabled people at a Scope residential school and college.
This project is about young disabled people and transition.
Our table's called the Lancashire Lads. We've got lads.
At the end of November 2010, Disability Equality North West's Young Disabled People's Project hosted a seminar for young disabled people on leadership and transition. The event was part of the group's work to develop links with young disabled people in special schools and colleges. Young disabled people from 3 local special schools attended.
A boss.
Boss.
On time.
David Cameron was replaced by Nick Clegg. A leader needs to be organised.
Listen.
Yeah, so listen.
I got to talk to them.
I've got to talk to them.
The intention of today was to really look at all the stuff that we talked about and discussed about in our project and deliver a presentation of how we feel as young people to other young people and get their feedback and see if what we believe's right is the same things that they're thinking of, and actually inform them that everyone could become a leader if they wanted to be, and there is help out there to help them transition into work or moving out of special homes or colleges, getting jobs. And
you can influence people without even knowing it.
You can get others to help
and
you.
let them do some of the work.
And plus be supportive.
He has someone with
He asked everybody to do any of it, like
L, E,
S. Well done. Yes.
Why is it important that young disabled people from disabled people's organisations make contact with other young disabled people?
So that the next generation of young disabled people don't come across the same difficulties that myself and my other colleagues have come across in life. There are still barriers out there and there's still discriminations out there. And the younger that you get to the young disabled people, the less it'll happen for them in their time when they come to be ready for work and ready for moving on. I think it'll just help them overcome barriers that people have met in the past. No one's going to have the same barriers as other people, but they might have similarities. So if our experience and our advice can help other people, then I think that's beneficial to them.
A leader has to be opinionated.
You need good listening, and good respect, be helpful, be friendly.
You have to be passionate as well. Selfless as well, you have to think about it.
I think today's going really well. The attendance with the weather outside, snow across the country, it's going quite well. Everybody's mixing well.
During the day, Simone and Richard shared some of their life stories.
I went to university. It took almost 3 years to get support.
The process is extremely important, that it is led by people that have a personal experience of a disability. And it's more influential when young people themselves are actually explaining about their own barriers in their own life.
Is there anything that disabled adults can do to help you to develop leadership skills?
Yeah, by looking at the person who is speaking and plus listen to the person who is talking.
Yeah.
Do you consider yourselves to be leaders, disabled leaders?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
What we could help the person, and if they're struggling, can show them what to do.
If people can't communicate in the same way that you do you think they can be leaders?
Yeah, because some people could use downer boxes.
Well, he kicks.
But
Some people could use downer boxes, and some people could use signing.
Today was organised by an organisation of disabled people and by some young disabled people. Do you think it's good to meet them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not on our own.
So you think it's a good idea
Yeah.
to meet
More of our kind.
other disabled people?
Yeah.
Because disabled people, right? Because you don't pick on them. You have to respect them.
Disability Equality North West will use feedback from the day to plan future work.
Peer support.
This piece of work is really about trying to promote ideas around leadership, independence, access to information and advice. What we hope to do with Information We Found today in terms of leadership and independence, we're now going to be reviewing our business plan for the next 3 years, and I think it's absolutely vital that those issues are brought in at the very beginning. So often is the case, things are set up and then young people are kind of involved or added on afterwards. And we think that's the way to ensure that Disability Equality remains a vibrant organisation and there are young people coming in, otherwise we are just going to get older and older and become less and less relevant. So that's generally what we've tried to achieve today, and we've achieved quite a lot. We've got young people's voices, lots of audio and visual recording, lots of feedback around some key issues that we can use quite successfully in looking at our policies and our projects for the future.
What is good about today is that it's letting the community know that there is organisations out there that are full of people with disabilities that are wanting to support and help each other for their own futures.
Do you think it's important that you get to meet other disabled people?
Yes.
Why do you think it's important to meet other disabled adults and young people?
Talking out, Biggs.
You want to say what the best bit has been?
All today.
As an organisation, what we will do is look at how we can continue this work, if only in raising awareness with the young people in the schools of what a disabled people's organisation is and where their local one is. That's what we need to do, is where's their local one is, so that when they finish school or during the holidays they can go there, they can become members, they can volunteer, they can become trustees, and that's what we hopefully will do as a kind of sustainable outcome from the project. So it's